Hello and welcome back to Out of War. I have been reading comments religiously and I kind of came up with an idea. I hope it works. We're going to see here in a minute. We have to come down in here and break out this wall to get in here real quick. Hopefully this will work. I'm not sure it's going to or not. But if I take this pipe right here out and make it with a, I don't know, something going down and then traveling down here along this way and have it come back out over here where it's all nice and flat. What my idea is to put some pipe pumps down here, water pumps down here, and then have one input per pump with the wind turbines down here, so they're not up on top of the building anymore. They're down here out of the way. So I'm going to try that out. I don't know if it's going to work. Like I said, I've been reading comments, and I'm going to try this. This is going to be a first for me, so we'll see if it works or not. And since we are on grid, I should be able to just put it down out here and connect to it. But I'm not going to do it that way. I'm actually going to connect up here and work my way down, just in case I mess something up when I was putting this stuff in over here. So we're going to take this piece out. I'm going to go ahead and, wrong thing. I did not want to do that. I want to use that, dig this out real quick. And if it doesn't work, I can always come back in and put that one piece back in, so it's not that big a deal. Alright, so what I want to do is I think I'm just going to bring a straight pipe out. So let's go ahead and buy that. Let's go ahead and sell the stuff we don't need right now. This water we don't need, coal we don't need, don't need this. I'll move this out of my way, this out of my way. We'll need that, but later. Let's get all this stuff out of the way so we have 4 spots to put things. Alright, so we're going to go to the factory, we're going to go to the pipeline, and like I said, it's going to be a straight 8 straight out, I think, for the first piece. And that's going to be on number 7. Is that too far? That is too far, so we need to get a 6. Okay. Like I said, this is a trial and error kind of thing. I just wanted to try it out, see if it's going to work or not. And if it does, I'm going to give a shout out to who told me about this. If it doesn't, I'll let it slide. You guys try to figure it out. Alright, so we need... This is going to be a left-hand pipe coming in here. So we need this. Put that there, and then we're going to go down. And obviously I'm probably going to take this section out here so I can move around in here too, because I still want to be able to access in here. So this is going to be a pipe up to get to this. So let's go with the 8x4. We'll purchase a couple of those, and then we will connect, and then we will use the straight pipe here. We'll use a couple of straight pipes so we get down to the end, and then we'll go down to some more. So let's go ahead and buy a couple more of those. We're just going to go ahead and work our way down here real quick. That is to the end, and then we can come back down. Some more. Is that going to go into the thing over there? That is. Okay, so let's not put that there then. Yeah, we can do this. I'll go back one as well, do. So we'll take this out. Take this one out. Take this one out, and then we'll go down here. So this will be this one and this one. Now we're gonna make another left-hand turn. I said, hopefully this works. Like I said, I'm not going to guarantee it, but I think it will. And then we're going to go this way and this way. Now anywhere along in here I can put a water pump. So the idea is to get this down to somewhat close to ground level, and then I'm going to put a merger on this thing. Hopefully it works the way I think it's going to. So let's go find a merger. There's the splitter, there's the merger. Alright, so if this works like it's supposed to, We now buy a water pump, which is in here in production. I think it's in production, huh? Alright, so let's get a water pump. Okay, so the pump goes there, it goes into the ground. How am I going to do this? Let's see. I need the pump on this side. How am I going to do that? Let's take this out real quick. We're going to use that right hand piece we have as a, we want that to go in there, and then we're going to get the pump, which hopefully we'll have to put some dirt down to make this work here, but that's okay. I can buy dirt and fix that, and then we'll take this back off and put in the merger. I need the merger to twist though. How am I going to do this? Because I need... I guess I'll have to stagger them. That's what I'll do. I'll go ahead and put the pump back on the other side. Pump will go on this side just fine. And then we'll use left hand corner here. Back to pipelines. Use the left hand. Put that on there. I think this will work, I think. We'll just go with like 4s, I think. We'll get a bunch of 4s here. Or no, I should probably use 6s. There's enough space for the wind turbines without touching each other. Let's go with 10 of those. So we're going to need 9 more mergers. 9, I can move this down. I don't need the right pipe. I'll need 10 water pumps. Or 9 more water pumps. And then we'll get the power part hooked up after the fact. Alright, let's get this all connected together and see if it's going to work like I think it's going to. So we're going to go connect here. We're going to put a merger at the end. Again, I may have to add dirt or whatever to make this work because it's too high. But that's okay, I don't care about that part. I also need 9 left-hand pipes. Okay, so I'm going to need left-hand pipe, that, merger, pump, in that order. So we got left, straight, merger, pump, so the idea of this is we put these down here and then we're going to put, I'm just going to go ahead and show you what I'm trying to do right now. So if this works, I can get rid of all those wind turbines up top. I'm going to go ahead and get 10 of those too. The money doesn't matter, so it is what it is. And then I'll move the analyzer and we'll get 10 of these too. Okay. So if it works like it's supposed to, and in fact, these don't even have to work. These are just for connecting everything. I mean, these water don't have to work because I have the ones up top that work. As long as one of them works, it's fine. So we will put the wind turbine over here, connect to that. I didn't put the power input in. Okay, we gotta get one more thing. And these can all be level 1s. They don't have to be 10s because we have a level 10 up top. So cheap, easy to buy. 14,000 total. Alright, and then we'll move this to here so we can just have everything accessible. Alright, so let's get this one, put that over there, we'll grab the cable, connect it there, and connect it there. So if I turn this thing on, click on, this should already be connected to the thing up there, so it should already be on. Yep, it's already on. So I can add all the power I want down here, turn it all back on up there. So we have all this water running through to that plant up there that's worked just fine. I mean, I can just sling this all the way across if I want, around the building that way, off over that way if I want, and never have to worry about power again. So, now that I know it works, thank you, Jet. This was your idea, and I'm glad you came up with it. Alright, we gotta make sure these are all facing the same way, though. Yeah, okay, so I need to have this way. They don't have to be in, like, specific straight order, but it'd be nice if they were. Go ahead and grab that, connect it to there. As soon as we turn this on, and we're only adding 100 onto this here. So let's go ahead and get this one, like this. Like I said, you want to make sure they're all facing the same direction. Yes, there might be a little clipping here and there, but this is going to be out of sight, out of mind, so it's not as big a deal. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and keep going with this stuff. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of all of those power inputs up top, so that we just have one up there. Alright, grab that, connect to here, turn that on, and we're not gaining that much, so it's fine. Especially when we get rid of all the power inputs up top, it'll take some of the problem away anyway. Ooh, wrong one. Crap, now the hammer's not here either. Well, let's get rid of the axe, we need the hammer more than that. Alright, so I need this one, then this one, then this one. And again, like I said, these don't have to hit the ground, so it doesn't really matter. They don't have to work. All you have to have is one of them working, and the one over here and the very first one works. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just get all these out here real quick. See how far we can go before we run out of space. Seven, 8, 9, and yes, I will come back here and put some supports underneath of it too. I'm not going to leave it just hanging out here like this. I'm just doing this for setup, and then I'll support it in a little while. So we can do one more, and we'll have all the power that we have up top. And it's not in our way anymore. Okay, so I did not get enough mergers and pumps, which is fine. I'll just buy one more of each. Pipeline, I need a merger, and I need a pump. Alright, so 7, 8. I'm going to adjust these now so I have my normal keys back to where they normally are. This is going to go here, this is going to go here. We're going to put something like that, I think. Put that back in there. Oh yeah, I used like 1,000 concrete blocks today working up top. Okay, so we're just going to go through and put all these on real quick. And I need one more for here, so I didn't get enough of those. Man, I'm really messing up on my count. Or I have 11 down here and didn't realize it. Alright, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, we got 11 down here, which is fine, because there's 11 up top. So I'm going to need one more power turbine and one more cable too. Alright, so let's go ahead and put these in real quick. And again, I want them to be as close as I can to making it work without getting in the way. Because what I don't want is I don't want to run power poles at all. Come on, come up. There we go. No, no, that's not going to work. I'm going to have to drop down for that, I think, or put it over here. Which I don't really like that idea, but I mean, yeah, I'll put it there. Put the rest of them over here on this side, so they're closer. And we need one more for that one. So we're on the power section right now. We'll come down here, we'll grab one of these 18s. And we can always come back and put more in too, because we'll have all those ones we take up from down there. I do need to move one of those 10s down here though, so at some point I'm gonna, or actually I'll leave one of those up there somehow. I'll figure it out. Alright, so that should work, and then it should just be connecting, turning on. That one's not gonna work. Damn it. Alright, let's move this one. Turn this on. Turn that on. I think I got it right now, so we'll see. I kind of don't like the cable going through that though, so let's move this one a little bit. And we'll just put this one on the inside here. Turn that on. And I'm probably going to do that for this one here too, because, or move it over. I don't like it sitting that close. It's going to definitely clip. If we put it there, it should be fine though. Turn that on. And we should just be this one here left. All the rest of them, I believe, are connected and turned on already. So if I come up here now, I am going to have to do some adjusting on this because I need to be able to get through here. So let's take this one, and this one out, and that one. We'll have a little gap. I'll put those concrete blocks back in a minute. And then we need to leave. Now I wonder, can you use the power input without having a power connected to it? Because I believe this one over here is the 10. That one's the 10. So we can get rid of this and this, this, and this, because everything's connected now. I can still add more power if I need to later on. This is actually on the outside, so it won't be inside the building. I'll leave that all connected to where I can if need be. But with that down there, I should never have to again. And I got to figure out what to do with that one, because I can't leave it connected there. But now I'll be able to put a roof on this thing, no problem, without having to go around wind turbines. So let's get all these taken out. Got one more here and one more up there. Yeah, come on, get up there. Alright, we just jumped into the sell point, so let's not do that again. Alright. Get rid of that. Come over here to this side. They're not clipping through the wall, right? No, okay, should be good. And yeah, that'll be fine. Alright, so we have the one wind turbine over here. I would like to have some spot like right here where I can have one out there connected to it. Maybe, I don't know how to do this because I want to leave the ability to turn on and off up here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this one back out over here because it'll be outside anyway. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this one off. So as soon as I shut this down, like currently everything's running at 300 speed. But as soon as I get rid of this one, we're down to 30 speed. So move this over here. And if I do it right, I can fit it right inside here, I think. I'm going to have to free build it though, I think. It's going to be tough. Let's see. Go to free build. And I'm going to need... How does that thing sit right now? Okay, so I need to turn it this way. I think that'll work, right? Nothing's really clipping. And we'll just have the wire go right across the top, so it should be fine. Alright, so let's change that out. We need this in here. That'll go back to snap build or grid build. Click that on there. We need a cable, which is going to be 8. Connect to there and to there. Turn this back on. And that is on, and we are now back to 300 speed. So now we have no wind turbines inside the building. So thank you, Jet. I appreciate it. I do read your comments and I do reply to them. This is actually a learning experience for me too. That actually helped me out a lot because now I can actually build the walls on this thing. I had been putting it off because I didn't know how I was going to go around the wind turbines we had in here. But now that those are there, that is going to be, I think it'll be fine. I may have an issue with height on this because it's going to go up 7 blocks. But besides that, I should be okay. Let's go ahead and purchase some of those steel walls. Let's just, get a few of them. I don't want to get too many. And we will put those there. We'll get rid of all this stuff down here because we can sell all this now. And all of that can be sold. This down here we want to keep, but all this down here can be sold. I'll probably actually keep the wind turbines for later on if we need them. And the power cables and the inputs. Yeah, crap, I'll just keep this too. No, I'll sell that. I'll sell these 4. But if we go like this and go number 9, and we are on grid build, so come on. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be the tail right here if it actually works or not. 5. Come on, come on. No. Okay, I'll jump on top of this instead. Because the one down there is 7 tall, so that's why I'm trying to do it this way. I want to jump. I don't want to move forward. What are you doing? There we go. Try it from here. Alright, does that seem like it's going through? Or am I missing? I can't tell. It's not in the right angle for me to look at. We'll just build this up real quick. Okay, we got plenty of room there. And that's as tall as that one over there, so that's perfect. That'll work out just fine. Alright, I can tear this all back down. So yeah, that actually worked out really well. We changed up our power. We do have to put a plate in here and paint it. That's just fine. There's the plates. There's the paint. Number 8 and number 9. So now we can turn our power on and off from right here. Everything shuts off. Everything turns back on. And it's all connected to water pumps down below and windmills down there. So I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see. Let's put some concrete back in here. I may have to bust this out first. Put that back in a minute. Come down here maybe and get it. There we go. Alright, now I'll put this back in. And we're good to go, I think. In fact, I can block that off. Put one down below here and here, since our entrance is now over here. And I still believe that I can, come on, do this too. We'll still have room to get through here. Perfect. I can all, oh, this is going to be shoveled out here soon anyway, so. That is awesome. I like it. And now we can come over here and check on our stuff. We got nuts and bolts there. We got nuts and bolts there. Okay, everything's queued up. I got a bunch of these being made too. Steel floors. Well, I had a bunch. We're going to be using a bunch of those, so that's fine. I do have some walls made too, so I can put those in here for now. Doors. I think I have some on this side too. Yeah. Walls and staircases over here. Yeah, so we should be good. But that's going to do it for this one. Like I said, I just wanted to try that and see if it worked, and it does. So if that hopefully helps somebody else out, you don't have to have a bunch of wind turbines inside your plant. You can have them outside running to water pumps and have them often everywhere. You know, they don't need to be close. You can have a pipe running for a long distance as long as you have enough of them. And I know it's kind of tacky, but we're not really going to see that anyway. It's going to be outside the building. So I think it's going to be okay. And again, like I said, if I wanted to, I could run a pipe way over there and have a wind farm over there somewhere. It doesn't have to be by the building. But yeah, so that's going to do it for this one. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you guys enjoyed. Remember that on Sunday we're going to be doing a live stream where Theo's going to come help me with the dozer over here, get this all cleaned up, and possibly put in a road going down, depending on how much time we spend on it, but a road going down from over here somewhere, and then basically to the right of the wind farm through there, because the old plant is back over there somewhere. And I'm going to work on doing the painting here, getting the concrete blocks put in, and probably do some bagger work too on that stream. So yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you liked it. If you do, click the like button. If you have any tips, tricks, questions, concerns, let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you guys have a good day.